was a dope conversation.
That really was.
Kama Sutra,
I really want to read it now. I do.
Like now I'm interested.
Do you have a soft copy of it?
They call me childish. They call me the Holy Ghost, Son of the Most, Father, they don't know me.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm once again blessed by Shauwn, aka the captain. We got the Nero effect. Paul back here, Becky with the good hair, we got Rebecca. I hope that you like this series. If you do, go in the comment section. If you don't, go in the comment section. I'm ready to fight. Today Paul just kind of threw a statement out there, and I was like, okay, stop. We need to put this one on camera. Guys, I may know if you heard it, but it didn't. There's a poor chitty. So we're actually talking about something else. And then he's like, so guys, I actually read the Kama Sutra, and I was like, well, first of all, whoa. And then he's like, and it's not actually just a book about sex. A lot of people think that, but there's more to the book.
Yeah.
Saka, please take it away, Mr. Nero.
School us.
What's the more to this book? Because I haven't read it. I'm actually one of the people who just thought it's a book about sex.
Hey, who wants
I
to read
have
a
not
book?
read it.
I mean, I've seen some pics on Google sometimes, and I'm like, so how do you? Oh, it's the chicken and the okay, but I've seen captions in the book.
Yeah.
How is it not just a book about sex? Please.
Let me give you some perspective about the Kama Sutra. First and foremost, the Kama Sutra was written by a guy who was actually practicing celibacy in a monastery. So this person was in deep meditation as he wrote a book on pleasure.
What?
Yes.
So you're not even partaking in what you're writing about.
Yes, at all.
Wow.
I would have thought it
cold
was
turkey.
someone who was like hosting sex parties,
Exactly.
had like dungeons and 50 shades
Research for the book.
Yeah.
No.
Dang.
But he read a lot of books on the matters
Okay.
of the heart, of the body, of the mind, right? He read so many books and he meditated, and I'm pretty sure he fantasized deeply.
I was gonna say, all that I've heard from that is that if you leave men to their own mind, all they're thinking about is sex.
Not necessarily. They're thinking of creation. And you must understand.
Is that what we call it in these days?
Isn't it? But is sex not a form of creation, though?
Yeah.
You can't make a baby. Of course, now they do it
but
scientifically.
And scientifically speaking, men are supposed to biologically think about sex all the time.
Who said?
Because we have 18% more testosterone than women. So that institutes...
No, I
more-
saw a thread.
That institute a higher sex drive in men, which is why men think about sex.
I
more often
saw
than
a
women.
thread just this morning where a guy was saying, let's not be delusional, especially when you're around like the 30-year-old mark. Apparently, as a man, your testosterone drops and then your sex drive goes down. And then now you don't know what's going on. So you try and fulfill it with a mistress, but you get even angry at your situation because you just can't understand that your sex drive has gone down. Because society has told you that you're very sexual beings. Because all the bitches that I know
That
wanna
sounds accurate.
fuck all the time.
That's lying.
All the time.
That sounds just about right.
Let me rub
In my opinion.
Let me rub my hands like Birdman right now. So, Tangati Chiti, the Kama Sutra is a book on pleasure. And part of pleasure, you have to understand that pleasure is through the senses. And the senses are experienced through the body, right?
Okay.
For your senses to experience well, they have to be honed. Comes in training, right? Your body must be trained to experience the senses of touch, of smell, right? If you can't
Do you
smell-
offer this in your fitness packages? I think a lot of people will want to know. You know?
Interestingly, I do, because when I
And I was actually just like spitballing.
Yeah.
anyone who trains with me will tell you that when I train, I'm not just training your body, I'm training your mind. And through your senses. So I'll train your sense of sight. I'll train your sense of touch. I'll train your sense of hearing, like your steps should be light. So you should be listening. If you hear a sound, there's a problem there. Your steps should be so light I shouldn't hear it, but you're stepping on the ground. That's us training your sound. So even your audibility, you start listening for steps even better just because of that.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
So your body is your sense organ, right?
Right.
Okay.
But if you're not in touch with your senses, then definitely even your ability to have sex is decreased because your senses are low.
Right.
So when your sex drive is low, your senses are low. When your sex drive is high, your senses are high. How do you increase your senses? You train. Take a guy like me. Look at me.
Okay.
I'm attractive because my sex drive is high, because my testo is high, because I train. And I know this.
18%.
I know this. And I walk around like, and you see, and I walk around like I know this.
Give
and
that
people
man
see,
a bell.
and people
Right.
see that I walk around like I know this.
And we believe it. We
Exactly.
believe it.
So it's a perpetual cycle. So these guys you're describing, they don't know this.
They don't know this. This information.
God damn.
They don't know this. So they're not representing men well. But I am.
But I am.
Yes. I represent men well. And I stand
It's
by
the
that.
confidence for me.
You have to understand. You have to understand. I went for a fitness competition just in December. The men's fitness open competition, right?
Okay.
Harare Classic. 13 contestants. I came first. What does that tell you?
What
Okay.
you do, bro?
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I represent men well.
But then, after all that, and then when you can't hear the footsteps, and then your fitness is, up there.
Yeah.
After all that,
Yeah.
how is that connected to the
Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra chicken position?
so-
The chicken position
So check
really
this out.
scarred me.
So
How is that connected?
the Kama Sutra was written by this man as a guide for young Hindu men who had nothing whatsoever. They were broke, zilch, to use their bodies as instruments to raise their stations in life.
What?
That's what the
That
Kama
is
Sutra
wild.
was for. To
Are you serious?
Because the only thing you were ever born with is your body. So that's the only thing you were ever going to use.
That's wild.
So that's why they were taught how to use their senses and use other people's senses to their advantage. So
That's why a lot of broke niggas fucking.
Exactly.
They were
Exactly. That is so true. You will tolerate him because it's so good, but you know,
it's because they study their
They
craft. You're busy saying,
Yeah.
oh, there's 26 hours in a day, grind. Broke niggas is awesome. But look at that so. Sure gonna fight.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always. Not always. Definitely, you see, the thing is, those guys, anytime we train and we just say. It comes down again to that issue of training. So, the Kama Sutra taught you about positions that you practice to make your body limber, right? You look after your body, you keep your skin clean, how to skincare, everything. You have to be courtly so that you can be courted by rich women. And that's what it would come down to. So when these rich women court you, you know how to take care of them in each and every way,
right.
right?
Jesus.
From conversation
From conversation.
to sensual touch.
Hello.
All these things are covered in the Kama Sutra, so you know.
Wow.
So it becomes a guide to pleasure, right? And you use pleasure to what? To elevate you, because everyone likes pleasure.
Now I want to read it. Do you have the book? Like, there should be like a sisterhood of the traveling pants of the book,
Don't worry.
Because I think we all want to read the book now.
We can find you a copy without
I need
a
to
doubt.
read the book now.
I want to
Definitely.
read it now.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you see?
Get on it.
So that's what the Kama Sutra is. It's a guide to pleasure with the intention of bettering your life. So it almost is like a combination of the art of war and the art of seduction in one book. Because seduction and war aren't different. They're two sides of the same coin, right? Sometimes you can't be fearful or forceful in how you want to get your things done, but your things still have to be done anyway. So ndova no softer chi.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
wouldn't it be a blessing to meet someone who's read the Kama Sutra as you have?
that dance
That's
of
true.
love.
Wow.
That's true.
That would be fireworks.
Right?
Yes,
Imagine.
it would. Yes, it
But
would.
then with all the different categories on Pornhub, does one really need to read the Kama Sutra?
Definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
More than
you know,
More than
but
ever.
maybe just go to the central items. You know those ETV Friday action night ones, the ones with
oh, you know those? I know those.
the ones with candlelight,
Yeah, they show it like late at night.
Late night items.
with music in the background.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is, they taint. The thing with pornography is that it taints the perception of the sexual experience.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right?
Agreed.
It taints it in
Thank
that
you.
there's a natural flow that should happen, right? And that natural flow is not something that you'll get if you watch porn, because porn is scripted. So
We forget.
if-
Yes,
if
we forget they're
you-
acting.
You then
Yeah.
Yeah.
you might not realize it, but then you get programmed to expect, okay, no, this is what's happening, so this is what's about to happen
Yep.
next. So when it becomes programmed,
Yeah.
it ceases to have the natural element that it's supposed to have for it to
Yeah.
be a procreative process.
I think that it because they're acting. There's a lot of things that they do in these porn scenes that are actually not pleasurable. But when you watch it, you then think it is, and then you want to go and try it.
Well, yeah.
Then the
Definitely.
audacity of a nigga to get mad at me when I'm like, I don't like this.
It's
Like,
on-
no.
Exactly, because
Why would
he then assumes you like you will like
Yeah,
it.
everybody
Yeah.
won.
Exactly, but it's not like that.
You know, it's not to decrease your own creativity. You watching and you wanting to replicate other than experiencing and doing naturally as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Porn makes pure sexual energy toxic. You know? So you give it to someone else in such a toxic way that it decreases the sexual energy of the whole place.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's
Sometimes,
It breeds an unrealistic
sometimes it
idea.
increases
Yeah.
it.
Sometimes.
does, but you know,
Some
you know,
liars.
You know what? You have to understand. In the Kama Sutra, the author says that through sexual energy, enough consciousness and with enough raising of it, you can experience heaven on earth. He said this.
definitely.
So you have to understand. You say sometimes, but there's a level of sexual energy that can be experienced. But for you to have that, you not only have to be having sex, you have to be fit while having sex.
And you have to be having sex
nimble.
with all your senses.
Yes, you must. Your sense of smell, your sense of.
I mean,
sight.
panic I could believe you, son.
I was crazy. I got crazy. Yeah.
Panic I could sing this song.
Yeah.
Like when one says, yeah.
This is knowledge that you know. The thing is, people don't know this knowledge. If they did, they would move better.
I know that's right. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned something today.
Like,
Definitely, I
I'm
did.
glad.
I learned
did.
a span.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. Like, how awesome was that? If you look over here, you will see everybody's Instagrams. And I hope you subscribe to my channel. Bye.
Big on me, the Holy Ghost, Son of the Most, Father they don't